Today's episode is absolutely stacked. We've got viral footage shaking up the McGregor fan base, fresh drama from Dagestan involving Islam Makhachev, UFC's powerful return to China, and a heated debate about sparring ethics. So let's not waste another second and dive straight into the madness. Now to the viral footage that lit up MMA Twitter this week. A video of Conor McGregor sparring with amateur fighters in Italy has set social media ablaze. The footage shows Conor going pretty hard on noticeably less experienced opponents, sparring aggressively, landing clean shots, and generally overwhelming the young fighters. The backlash was immediate. Ben Askren fired the first shot, saying, "What's the point of beating up amateurs? It doesn't make you better." One fan joked, "That's the first guy he's beaten since 2016, while another said, "Is this McGregor training or a Strickland YouTube vlog?" Others, like Paulo Costa, laughed it off with dark humor. KO that kid, king. Meanwhile, some fans defended McGregor, arguing that the sparring wasn't excessive and that the footage was taken out of context. He wasn't throwing full power, one user wrote. This is how you test young fighters. It's experience they'll never forget. Whether you think McGregor crossed a line or was just being the ultimate mentor in his own wild way, the footage has once again proven one thing. When McGregor moves, the whole MMA world watches. Now let's move to one of the biggest what-if matchups circulating in MMA, a potential super fight between Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria. At a recent tribute event in Dagestan for the late Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov, Makhachev was asked directly about the possibility of facing Topuria. His answer was clear. He's open to the fight, but only on his terms. With his upcoming welterweight title fight against Jack Della Maddalena looming, Islam said his focus remains on capturing that second belt, but if successful, his plan isn't to stay at 170, he wants to drop back to lightweight to reclaim his original title, which is currently vacant due to activity shuffling. Islam responded bluntly to a fan who asked if he'd go back down and smash Topuria. His response, "That's exactly what I'm going to do." So for those hoping to see Ilia move up and become a 3-division champ, the road isn't as clear-cut as it might seem. Islam is holding all the cards, and UFC President Dana White is watching closely. When pressed about a possible clash with Khamzat Chimaev, Makhachev treaded carefully. He avoided creating tension between fan bases or national allegiances, but didn't completely rule the fight out. "Let's get through my next fight first," he said.
Есть с Topuria какая-то интрига. Мне самому тоже интересен этот бой. Может получится сделать какой-то супербой. Или, как я сказал, посмотрим по весу.
Я вернулся в легкий вес, чтобы ты уничтожил Топурию, и он наконец заткнулся и не говорил ничего о бойцах из Дагестана.
Все, как
Стал Макхачев чемпион.
Как ты хочешь, что сделать?
A smart answer, but the MMA world definitely perked up at the thought of a future Islam versus Khamzat bout.
Khamzat Chimaev взял титул в среднем весе. Очень интересно твое мнение о его выступлении, насколько ты был впечатлен этим. И еще Khamzat еще до этого боя вот сказал, что самая быстрая дорога на первую строчку pound for pound — это поединок с чемпионом в полусреднем весе. Если ты станешь чемпионом в полусреднем, ты будешь готов принять поединок с Khamzat?
Ну, сейчас, отвечая на этот вопрос, я не хочу открывать двери для всяких раздоров между нашими народами. Но посмотрим, у меня бой впереди тяжелый. Был впечатлен над доминацией. Думаю, он распределял силы, нигде не форсировал, даже в удары не вкладывался. Просто у него была цель стать чемпионом. Я думаю, если захотел бы, форсировал бы, можно было нанести больше ущерба и финишировать. А так удивил, что так легко переводил и столько времени смог контролировать.
Jon Jones returned to social media with 2 classic moves, trolling Daniel Cormier and giving fans a peek at his comeback progress. Responding to Cormier's comments about fighting clean, Jones quipped, "I didn't say I lived at your house, even though I could. I said I built a mansion in your head, rent-free, vintage bones." But jokes aside, Jon also offered a serious update on his rehab. After undergoing stem cell treatment in California, Jones said he's feeling stronger and mentally refreshed. "All great things take time," he said, "but I'm coming back to finish my legacy my way." Though some fans are skeptical he'll return, Jones seems more motivated than ever to close out his career in dominant fashion. And whether you love him or hate him, the UFC is a different beast when Jones is active.
You don't need to cheat. You got all that. Use what you have. And he always get mad at me. He gonna be on me now if it is. Oh, I live. The other day he said he lived rent free in my house, in my brain or something like that. I'm like, man. up. I care about you.
Today I'm in beautiful California with my family. I just got done doing some stem cells. I usually don't complain to the fans about all the different injuries that I've had over the years. You guys usually only hear about the major ones. I usually just get back to work and fight the toughest competition that the world has to offer. But this time I took a little bit of step back and I got some stem cells done, some things that really needed to get addressed. I wanted to thank the UFC for supporting that. And yeah, life is good. Your boy's healing, becoming stronger so that I can finish my old man chapters like a real badass. I think a lot of great things are to come, but all great things take time. I'm patient. I'm a man on a mission, a man with a plan.
The UFC made its long-awaited return to China with UFC Fight Night 257, and the crowd inside the Mercedes-Benz Arena in Shanghai was electric. Headlining the card was a high-stakes light heavyweight bout between Johnny Walker and Chinese powerhouse Zhang Mingyang. Walker came in with a clean-shaven look and a style reminiscent of Dagestani grapplers. But surprisingly, it was Zhang who scored the first takedown, taking Walker off his feet early in round 1. However, the tide flipped in round 2 when Walker uncorked a vicious series of calf kicks, targeting Zhang's ankle. After the third clean shot, Zhang crumbled to the canvas, clearly injured, and Walker followed up with ground and pound until the referee stopped the fight. Walker secured a TKO victory, breaking his 2-fight skid and adding another finish to his resume. For Zhang, it was his first UFC loss, ending an impressive unbeaten run inside the promotion.
Johnny, congratulations on the victory. Afterwards, we saw you celebrating with your brother. Seemed to be kind of an emotional win for you tonight. Is that so?
Of course it is. Like, my brother is I think, one of my biggest supporters. He started his career after me, you know? And he really worried about me like I worry about him. Like, when I fight, I get so nervous. And now it's time to get nervous. I'm fighting top 10 for 6-7 years, you know, and my guy, I train killers. I'm a trained killer too, so he have to worry because, you know, as the guy can get hurt and knocked out and sleep, so do I. You know, everybody can get hurt on this game. So the fight was very emotional for us because we know how hard we train. This is the hardest job in the world.
In the co-main event, Aljamain Sterling took on Brian Ortega in what turned out to be a gritty 5-round battle, but it nearly didn't go down. Ortega reportedly had a severe medical scare during his weight cut, so serious that an ambulance was called to his hotel. Thankfully, he recovered in time to fight. Sterling used his wrestling and distance control to win a unanimous decision, but fans weren't pleased. He was met with heavy boos after the judges read the scorecards, despite a disciplined and technically sharp performance. Sterling now looks poised to make a statement at featherweight, while Ortega, though tough as ever, may need to reconsider how he approaches weight cuts. So to recap, Walker crushes in China, while Sterling gets booed in victory. Makhachev versus Topuria could happen, but only after a welterweight war. Conor McGregor stirs chaos again with sparring footage. Jon Jones gears up for one final legendary run. Let us know which story grabbed your attention most. And if you had the chance, would you step in the cage with Conor for one round of sparring, or would you rather wait for Makhachev versus Topuria to settle things for real? Smash that like button, subscribe to House of MMA, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll be reading them all.